Hey there, everyone, back with some more DC content. And this time, it's about why Batman gets more screen time than Superman. Basically, there has been a lot of Batman related shows, animated, live action, series, TV shows, series, and everything. But Superman doesn't get the same treatment. Now, Superman is Superman. Superman is the king of all the comics. That's the first one, Action Comics 1, 1938. That's where it all started for superhero comics. But yeah, Batman gets more love in the big screen, more iterations and everything. So the producer of My Adventures with Superman was asked why, you know, Batman gets more love than Superman. And he said a lot of stuff. So summarizing it, it's because Batman was very popular in the late 80s and the 90s, especially with the Michael Keaton Batman movies and everything. But then also the Batman animated series hit, and it still is one of the, if not the greatest animated series of all time. And it just opened the gate for other animated series as well. Superman Adventures, Superman animated series, basically. Then the new Batman Adventures, the Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, Batman Beyond. Basically, that cinematic universe, before even cinematic universes were a thing, that was the cinematic universe. And that's why, and after that, the Dark Knight series came out. Basically, not only the Dark Knight movies, basically the Christopher Nolan movies, which I'm talking about. And that was literally, phew, Batman just became like one of the biggest mainstream like thing that there could be, because again, the Dark Knight, Heath Ledger Joker, Christian Bale Batman is still considered one of the, if not the best superhero movie of all time. And let's not forget about the comics as well, because in the comics, in the 80s, 90s, that dark, grittier Frank Miller Batman was coming in, and that also swept all over the fandom. In Superman's case, yep, the Christopher Reeve Superman was there, but then that waned out because the last movies were not that good. Superman Returns, look, Superman Returns to me was a very good movie, in my opinion. So was Man of Steel, one of the most underrated comic book movies of all time, as John Campea says. And it's true, it is, at least to me, one of the best Superman movies there is. But therein comes the question. People can't relate to Superman more. And yeah, that's one of the thing. Also, the fact that Robert Meyer Burnett always says that what do you do with Superman, right? What do you do with a man who has all the powers? Flight, super strength, heat vision, everything. What do you do with him? Now, we know what to do with him in the comics, of course, also in the Superman animated series, but remember this. It was actually said by the producers of the Superman animated series that Superman had to be nerfed a bit. And it's true. It's not until the end of Justice League Unlimited, after so many arcs and so many seasons, Superman, while fighting with Darkseid, says that with you, against you, you can take it all. I can use my full extent of my power with you, and uses that mighty punch that floors Darkseid. Basically, he, in all the Justice League series, the Justice League Unlimited series, and the Superman animated series, and even in New Batman Adventures, that iteration of Superman didn't use his full power until the last episode of this whole animated universe. So there you go. Yes, it can be used now, but it hasn't been used yet in that way. So that's why, a lot of people has not been able to figure out how to do a Superman movie. Also, that's also the reason why there has been so many Batman video games, but not Superman video games, right? Um, those are the main reasons, at least in my opinion. And it's will be interesting to see what James Gunn does with his Superman legacy. It already seems to be something like that, where you use Superman in a way that people can relate to Superman more, and also the general audience I'm speaking about, and also Superman. Again, in the comics, it's fine. Just in the big screen, it's been tough for Superman to be portrayed. A comic book fan like me has found like the Superman Returns and Man of Steel movies good, but again, the general audience has still not. And that is the biggest issue. How do you make the general audience fall in love with Superman? I think James Gunn will be able to do it. And yeah, if even James Gunn fails, then that is a bit of concern. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.